I've watched it. Like, I feel like I've watched no anime for the past month, and then like last 3 days I watched like so much anime. I watched the Tekken anime too, but that's not really, there's like, I don't have anything to say about the Tekken anime that isn't like not for Tekken fans is the problem. You know? Like, if you're a Tekken fan, you watch Tekken anime, you'll be like, damn, this show's sick. But if you don't watch Tekken, you're just kind of like, this is like okay to good fight choreography and like a nonsense story. And the story is nonsense because it's a fighting game story. Okay, well, I'm glad. I've tried to keep the pre-talks to a minimum, but I kind of wanted like, listen, okay, listen. I know I'm gonna, I swear to God, I swear, please believe me. But when we started this stream, I knew I was going to talk about some anime because I was like, I had watched Futo Tante, I had watched Birdie Wing, I'm watching Licorice Recoil, we watched Tekken. Yeah, let me tell you that Birdie Wing is probably more insane than Tekken, which is really funny. I try to keep it down to a minimum. I don't want to do it every single time, right? But I watched so much anime, I was like, oh, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm going to talk about it because I'm so into all of this shit. And I did not plan on going like 30 minutes. I was gonna say like a quick spiel about Birdie Wing and like maybe Tanto, Futo Tante, but other than that, like I wasn't going to go ham. I would literally, like, my whole plan for the show was to talk about, like, I was gonna be like, hey, look, all of the seiyus in this show are really good. And it's like, it's Kamen Rider City Hunter. It's asked if I anime game. I really thought that was a term that people would understand immediately. I was wrong, so I had to define it. Thank you. No, I appreciate it, because there's a specific kind of anime gay that is like very different from, let me say it like this, like manga gay and anime gay are very different. So, oh my god. You know why? Okay, you know why I defined anime gay? I forgot what show I watched, but I watched it about 2 years ago. And it was definitely going to be like, it was definitely a show about two girls. It was definitely a lesbian show. And I watched it the entire time waiting for the romance part. Nothing. 12 episodes. I think they maybe like one character touched the other character's shoulders. Like on the back of a bike. Like, I think that's or no, actually, one of them sat in the other's lap. Literally, that's it. I was like, why am I here? I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying that, like, oh, I guess that's, yeah, okay, I've heard that term. That might just be the same thing. I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, just give me like the good stuff. It's more, it's an actual story thing, right? If you're going to introduce this part of the story where two characters like each other, there needs to be an outcome of some sort, right? So like, if you introduce like character A likes character B, then there needs to be an outcome of some sort, whether they hate each other at the end or they like each other at the end, right? One way or another, it doesn't matter, but there needs to be an outcome at the end. If they like each other at the end, and it is a romance show, then there needs to be a payoff at the end. Like, when we're driving towards the fireworks factory, we need to eventually see the fireworks, right? You can't drive to the fireworks factory and then the show ends right when the fireworks start. Like, what's the point?
どうやら私たちも歴史の表舞台に出る時が来たようね。
Zaki-kun's slightly different though.
ギネビア、すべての人を集めて、まとめ役は、そうね。
Like, I'm saying, like, writing fundamentally, that's wrong. Because if you don't give your writers the payoff, or sorry, if you don't give your readers and watchers the payoff that they're looking for, or if you don't replace that payoff with something equally as strong, then you're gonna be dissatisfied. I can say for the show, I can be like, oh, you know, this is a show, it was great, I love the story, the journey, the characters shared with one another, but it fell kind of flat at the end, and I'm not getting, like, let's be real, the ending matters. In any show, in any medium, the ending matters. And the ending matters slightly more than any other singular moment, right? Like, that final thing that happens in the story is, there's a reason why there's 2 acts that build to that climax, is because it is a very important moment, and it is a moment that sets the tone, or sets the finishing tone for the story. And if you don't make it so that it is satisfying in one way or another, and for romance shows, that usually means getting the kiss or the romance in some concrete physical way, like, then what are we here for? And so, yeah, there Sammy defines anime gay, which is that you just spend the whole time talking about it, but you don't actually do anything. Which happens in, like, every romance show that isn't, like, Fujoshi money. How's it going, Kenny? Man, brother, I thought about you like a couple weeks ago. So just thinking about Tekken and shit. Hope you're doing well, man. It's good to hear from you. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry. Really isn't up to me when things happen in my life. Shit just happens in my life, and then I have to deal with it. I've been all right. You know, we're finally trending upwards. It's been a long fucking time, but life is finally trending upwards. Trending. It's not skyrocketing upwards. But I am most certainly better than I was, like, a couple years ago. So, you know, you take the little wins. Yeah, absolutely. You take the little wins. But I hope you're doing well too, man. I hope everything's good with your family. Hope your kid's doing well. It's been a minute. I can't wait till I can, you know, start being able to go out to stuff again. But just being able to, like, stream and stuff as a start, since I'm stuck at home 90% of the time in my life. For better or for worse. There's pros and cons to that, right? Sometimes I really do want to go out, and sometimes I'm not allowed to, but sometimes it's good because it just lets me know that I can just focus on anything that I'm doing at home. Which is a lot. I have a lot to focus on, so I'm not too mad. There's always, like, I'm at that point in my life where I feel like there is always something to do for the future. whether it be work or projects or something like that. So I'm never bored. For better, for better or for worse. Sometimes I wish I was, honestly.
静かすぎてさっきまでの戦いが嘘みたいか。わかるさ。俺も同じことを考えてたからな。
Brother, I'm sorry to hear it, but don't I feel it. Don't I feel that. I'm glad the kids are doing well though.
お前も寝てていいぞ。
It's obviously very important. But yeah, don't I feel that. Last couple of years have been really, really rough. Do you think that back in the day they shipped royals like we ship characters? Right? They're just like, oh man, I wish like princess of this country got with the prince of this country. They would make a great couple. They ever say that you know? Though people still do? I don't know. I don't know how many royals there are, so I'm not sure. I'm out pretty much every weekend. COVID is over. It's not even for COVID for me, honestly. Like I do live with my family, so I don't want to go out all the time, but you know, I have to go out for like, you know, grocery shopping and stuff like that when I cook and stuff. Like after this stream. After this stream, I'm probably gonna go out and I have to go get some cabbage, I think. Cabbage and some peppers. And make some bulgogi. But for the most part, I you know, I have to focus on getting shit done for work and stuff, so I usually end up staying at home until a certain amount of time, and then at that point, like, even sometimes, like, my family uses my car quite a bit now because I work from home now, which is fine, right? I don't use it, so they can. But that also means that sometimes, like, if I want to just, like, go out or something like that for no fucking reason whatsoever, it's, like, sometimes impossible. One cabbage, please. Just gonna kick you. I'm just gonna make a bunch of bulgogi marinade and just put the whole cabbage in there. I'm not my own boss, but I do have a very good job. For the first time in my life, I like my job, which is a fucking wild concept. So I'm pretty happy. Family using your car is fine until it becomes the family car, but it's been the family car for my entire life. That's nothing new. My car is consistently, my car is consistently dirtier than the time I've used it beforehand. And also secondarily, I can say that about 40% of the miles on that car are not mine. Brother, I've gone from shitty job to shitty job to shitty job, and it goes the same way every time. I look at a place, I go, I wouldn't mind working there. Start working there, everything's nice. Something changes with the management, place becomes dog shit immediately. It happened to literally every single job I've ever worked at, except for this one. And I know it's not happening in this one because it's been 2 years now and it still hasn't happened. Where all of those jobs where it's like, yeah, it's happening in like the first 3 months of you working there. I think the longest I went without being over my job was when I like worked at Starbucks when I first came back from college, and I was pretty okay with the job for about 6 months until my manager got transferred over, and then I hated it. Get into identity fraud? I heard it pays well. No, I'm too poor to get into identity fraud. If I was rich, maybe. Pretty wild concept indeed. It most certainly is. Hope you're doing, Pericles. Hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. It's always manages to screws you over. Also, what? This soon? This soon? Wait, what the hell? This soon? This is super cute, though. Absolutely. This is exactly like one of those things. And it's very good so far. I guess we're almost through the whole game, so I should just say it's very good. Yo, Kenny, I've been streaming this for quite some time now. I've been streaming Otomes on my own since September now, right? Other than that 2-month gap that had to happen, unfortunately. 2 months? 3 months. 2 or 3 months. I don't remember. And then afterwards, but recently I've been trying to bring back, do fighting game stuff again. I've been doing a lot of KOF analysis, and, I skipped out on 2 patches in Tekken, so I am so behind on the meta, but recent patch I started playing again and trying to put Leo back together because I think Leo's much better than she was last patch. Like, down 4-2 buff is fucking absurd, so yeah. Yeah. Hey Kachi, thank you for stopping by! It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well.
変わることもできたのだが気にすんな大したことじゃねえよ
I feel you, Kenny. I mean, to be fair, they buffed Leo and they buffed Anna. They buffed my girls. So, you know, I had to give it another shot. Leo buffs were fucking huge though. I think Leo's like mid-tier again. Leo's good now. Leo's good now, in my opinion. Yeah, dude, watching Tekken, it's still incredible. Don't get me wrong. Hachi, how would I ever forget? I appreciate any time that I can bum from you. So I definitely appreciate you coming by. Leonhard and Lupin being friends at the end is really funny. Dude, they really did. They did a number. They did a number to those characters. They're friends now. They're friends. They're friends until the other enemy is gone, right? Hey, Sign. How's it going? Appreciate you coming through. They're friends! For now! For now! They're friends for now. No, they're best friends for now. I don't mean allies. I mean they're best friends. They're best friends. Yeah, I don't really have any interest in playing Geese anymore, honestly. Which kind of sucks because I really liked playing the character, and the character's probably still really good, but he's been nerfed so many times. You just don't want to play the character anymore, even if he's good. You're just like, this character's so beyond whatever I wanted, all of the things I wanted to do with this character now that I just don't care. Which sucks because he's not good in KOF either, so I'm not playing any Geeses anymore. He's okay in KOF. He's certifiably average in KOF.
もちろん協力するぜ。今んとこ政府が頼みの綱だからな。
ならばあなたたちは盟友。共にこの状況を打ち破りましょう。
Wait, she lean in onto Lupin? Oh, why play a Goose when you can play a Neko? To be fair, you're right. To be fair, you're right. Man, I wish they made Neko just slightly better. Just slightly. I can take the worst character in the game, but she's like borderline unplayable. Competitively, I mean. But she's a joke character, it's fine. You don't really get a lot of really fun RNG characters that work well. You know, like true RNG characters. She's fun for the main. She is absolutely the most love I've seen put into a character in quite some time. Like on par with Strive characters, but entirely different reasons. Like the amount of cool things they put onto Neko Arc. Like I am beaming when I watch that character. She's so fucking funny. Which really sucks is that she's almost there. She's almost a good character. Or a playable character. There's, like, you can see the toolkit put together. It's just a little bit too much.
私がここに立っていられるのもあなたたちが戦ってくれたおかげ。本当にありがとう。残念ながら反乱は成功し、
She's the original Nendroid.
敵はどうやら力と知恵
Even
を
if
持
that
つ
isn't true,
厄
that's
介
pretty
な
darn
相手
funny.
けれど、あなたたちがいる限り、私も負ける気はないの。もう少し。 私に力を貸してほしい。真のイギリス国民がここにいる限り、私たちがこんな反乱に
Queen Victoria is doing the battle speech.
正義は今この場所にある。反乱軍に正義の鉄槌を。私たちの力を見せてやりましょう。今ここにイギリス臨時政府の樹立を宣言するわ。
昨日の夜まで敵に捕まる寸前だったくせにな。まったく大した女王様だよ。
It is true? That's awesome. Neko Arc deserves it. But yeah, I actually just... To me, Neko harkens back to a day in fighting games where fighting game developers weren't afraid to spend some assets to make something really unique and interesting, not for the sake of selling extra copies, but to make the game far more interesting. And like as bad as Neko Arc is, that character is so fucking interesting. And one day you're gonna watch a tournament and you're gonna see some person play Neko Arc and they might not win, but they might do some funky stuff and you will have a blast watching that match. And that's the value.
そしてこの借りは必ず返そう。我が輩の名誉と剣にかけて。
I did not know that one. That's pretty funny. Watching the UI disappear to do the VTuber Leia overlay.
こっちこそ礼を言うぜ。
Inspired.
俺がいない間
Inspired.
こいつを守ってくれてありがとうよ。
The fact that you can get a red super chat to heal to get like full meter?
まさか盗賊に礼を言う
That's
日が来る
inspired.
とは。我ながらおかしな気分だよ。
感動の場面を邪魔して悪いが。
Oh, there he is.
紹介を忘れていないかね。
Wait, did I change my title properly? I knew it. I knew it. I was like, where the fuck is he?
おお、そうであった。紹介が遅れたな。
Oh man, look at Lionheart's fucking face.
軍事作戦の面で助力を仰ぐことになった。
Did you happen to catch the latest Licorice? I most certainly did, Sign! This show fucking rules! It's really good.
ショルメ殿だ。
There he is. There he is. Look at this guy.
やっぱお前かよ。なんでこんなとこにいんだよ。
説明されただろう。
Oh, episode was so
この国
good.
は危機に直面している。
I'll keep it vague for everybody who hasn't seen it just yet because we are mid-season, right? But when those two get together, I did not expect them to act the way that they did. I was like this is not what I expected at all. But in a kind of a nice way. I was like, huh, okay, they're just gonna be like this. I love Licorice Recoil is so good. I said this on my on Twitter a second ago, but it's really nice to get a show that has people actually have proper shooting form. Like that's really nice. I've watched 2 shows in a row now that have had proper shooting form, and I'm like, wow, that's really
お
nice.
前との共同作戦でもあるってことかな。
まあ、そうなるかな。なるべく足を引っ張らないでくれよ、コソドロ君。
そりゃ俺のセリフだ、ヘボ探偵。
そのヘボ探偵に何度も捕まりそうになっていたのはどこの誰だった
Her shooting form is perfect.
おお、言ってくれるじゃねえの。
So, Gendarme is just police. Gotcha. Thank you.
仕方ねえ。今回はこいつの顔を立てて。
I love these two. I love these two when they're on the same screen. Just 2 sides of the same coin.
やり合ったところで君ごときに遅れを取るとも思えないよね。
Gendarme? Cardio, hold him back. Cardio, hold him back.
取り込み中のところ悪いが、ルパン、貴様はこれからどうするつもりだ。
So Sign, normally when you're shooting handguns, or when you're shooting any gun in general, you want to keep bent elbows. You don't want to keep locked elbows, because locked elbows, when the recoil hits your arm, it's going to bounce into your elbows. And when it bounces into your elbows, it hurts way fucking more than it does if it bounces into your whole arm and your body. So that when you're shooting like this and you're shooting with an angled arm, your body can absorb the whole thing when your elbows aren't locked. So when you see shows, or when you see shows where they have the whole arm extended and the elbow locked, you're like, this dude's gonna shoot a bullet and it's gonna go straight, all of that recoil is gonna go straight into his elbow. And it's gonna suck. I was gonna show it, but then I realized the camera size is not big enough for me to do so it's okay. No, a lot of these like skeet shooting and like target practice guns and all of that stuff don't really have a lot of blowback to them. So you don't really have to, like, especially for like, you know, like sport, like shooting for sport, right? They don't really have a lot of recoil. They're mostly designed to shoot small projectiles, a very short range, and just do it at that accurate range, at a target range very accurately, and not any farther than that. Like, you're not looking to shoot skeet, like, you know, 500 yards out, right? You're legit just trying to shoot like right in front of you. So it doesn't, like, so the bullets they don't have a lot of impact to them. So the shooters can mostly focus on keeping it. But yeah, if you're gonna shoot like a 357, you will hurt yourself if you're not holding it right.
合流できてよかった。二人とも心配したんだよ。
一言の連絡もよこさないとは余計な手間をかけさせるな。
There's also the secondary thing for at least Chisato specifically is I forgot what the bullets are made out of. They're made out of like red pepper or something like that. They're made out of a different material. They're not made out of, like, they're not real bullets, right? So they need little to no gunpowder to expend the bullet from the casing. So she can shoot it close to the chest, because if you ever watch her shoot, she never shoots far. She always shoots close. She never shoots she never tries to, like, marksman people. She's always shooting within like 50 feet. So, and she knows that her gun does not have range because of the ballistic. So what she does is that she uses her talent to get in close, and then that way she can kind of shoot in a wild sense, because she's not using a gun that has like a tremendous amount of recoil. Yeah, I'm not sure of the composition either. It seemed like, I thought it was like condensed red pepper or something like that, but it might just be like I can't think of a red rock that sort of like looks like that, but it looks a little bit like that because it explodes in like a powdery substance. Anyway, watching a show where like everybody has good form and stuff like that, very, very, it's so nice. Licorice recoil fucking rules. Hey Karu, thank you for stopping by. The gang's back together! It could just be like, yeah, like a condensed paint. Like a paint that's sort of like a powdery paint that's condensed into a mold. Because the bullets kind of look like ACP rounds, so they're like flat on the top. So they're designed like ACP rounds. They're designed to explode when they hit impact, but they're not. But they don't go inside you before they explode, right? I also like that Chisato reminds me from the detective, from The Detective's Already Dead. You know, I watched the first episode of that show, and I really liked that first episode, and I don't know why I didn't watch the rest of it. I don't have an explanation for that. First episode was really good, though. I almost wish it was kind of just a movie. But,
女王救出世界の歴史さえ変えるような
not sure.
大きな出来事だったはず。
Also, sorry I was talking about Licorice Recall the entire time. I'm not sorry, that show rules. But
自覚はないかもしれませんが
having the gang back together for the last episode is
世界にとっても有益な働きをしたのですよ。
is cool. You did not miss anything, Hikaru. You missed mostly the ramblings of a crazed anime fan who had watched too much anime in the shows the time between our last stream and this one. Sorry, not sorry. I'm kind of sorry because I'm not talking about Otomes as much, but I'm kind of not sorry because Licorice Recoil fucking rules. That show is awesome. I do not have a bad thing to say about that show. Music's great. Action is great. Characters are all fucking fantastic. I love Mizuki to death. You know me, I love a horrible mess, and Mizuki is just a wonderful horrible mess. I love her dearly. She's just the best fucking character. Mika's great. I love him. He's adorable.
こいつ銃弾飛び交う中でビクトリアを救出して宮殿の外まで
Kurumi
連れ出
is
したんだぜ。
a big piece of shit. She's great. She's a gremlin and she's wonderful.
本当なの？
Yeah, and Chisato's just like Chisato and Takana have a fantastic
ならば
dynamic.
その間、お前は何をしていたのかと問い詰めたくなるが。
Yeah, watch Licorice Recall. The show rules.
「今後について話し合おうとするか。アジトの一つが近くにあるから、まずはそこに行こうぜ。
ほう、それは興味深いな。
Who the fuck
私もお邪魔
invited
させてもら
you?
おう。
This is for the gang only. Oh my god. I really like that for the final route they do the gangs back together bit. They're gonna do the greatest heist of them all. We're gonna steal England! Or I guess just London, but you know,
歩けますか？
same thing. Oh, there is more than one room in this hideout? Okay. They only showed this one, so I didn't know. I imagined that we just all slept on the floor. I mean, it's fine. It's a hideout, right?
こっちのが安全だ。それに、これからは政府との連携も大切になる。利便性を考えれば、ここを本拠地とするのがベストだ。
Oh, yeah, no. She absolutely gets the couch.
カルディア、これまでのことをみんなに話してくれ。
Everybody else has to sleep next to Impy, and Impy's probably like one of those wide sleepers who like, you know, spreads out.
一人で何も言わずに出て行ったんだからな。これはみんなに対する最低限の礼儀だ。
He probably sleep talks. He probably sleep talks about cardio. It's either about cardio or the moon, right? There's no other. Oh, he's solving engineering problems. Yeah, like he's tinkering in his dreams. It's pretty funny. They're just like, what the fuck?
まるでおとぎ話ですね。
だがこのおとぎ話はまだ終わりが見えない。そうだな、ルパン。
ああ、現状じゃフィーニスが優勢だ。ロンドンが落ちるのも時間の問題。
そして、この内乱が長期化すれば各国も動き出すことは間違いないと、内と外からの挟み撃ち。この国は苦境に立たされることでしょうね。
そこで早期終結を図るためのビクトリアによる徴兵か。
黄昏さえぶっ飛ばせば反乱軍なんて大したことねえんだ。
I'd like
とにかく敵本拠地は
we're like solving
ポール大聖堂。ビクトリアが集めた兵でそこを一気に攻め落とす。カルディア。
I'm trying to figure out what we're doing. Like, are we gonna go kill
混乱に
Finis?
乗じて大聖堂に潜入。そこで全ての秘密を暴き出すんだ。
Like, why did we bring up Omnibus at the very beginning? I guess that's his tie to idea?
先に言っとくが、今回はとびきり危険な内容だ。本当の命がけだからな。付き合う気のあるやつだけ。
But I can't imagine Idea wants this to happen. And if Finis is like a part of Idea in any way, and Omnibus doesn't want this to happen, then Omnibus could just stop it.
カルディア、全員参加だそうだ。何か言いたいことは？
Why is this a decision? Hello? Do we really need this to be a decision? Alright.
お前の事情だけじゃねえよ。俺が前から追ってるテロ計画だって間違いなく関係してるんだ。
今さら関係あるとかないとか、そんなの言いっこなしだよ。
フィーニスが生きている限り、私は奴を追い続ける義務がある。
You know. Barry, I know, but like, I want, like, I'm scarred, okay? I know I haven't been playing as long as you guys have, but I'm scarred. These decisions, yes, I know Pio Fiore does that. That's how I went down the entire wrong route. Thinking I was going down the right route. Listen, we know me by now, right? I only want the good endings. I want happy moments in my life. That is it. No scary things, no sad things. You're on Yang's route? Oh god. Yang's route. I am afraid of Yang's route. Let me tell you that. Which I have to get to soon, right? I'm probably getting to that this week, but like not excited. Barry, I understand that like making choices not black and white is good for games, for sure. I'm just a baby. I don't want the I want to know that I'm going the right direction. But not knowing is also good too.
Naruhodo. 今後を思えば気分が沈むのもよくわかります。切り替えは必要でしょうね。
Jesus, how'd you sneak up behind us?
あなたを探していたんですよ。
Oh?
カルディアス。ああ、そうこわばらずに。ただあなたに会わせたい人がいるんです。
Oh, are we gonna meet Omnibus? Like, in a way that where she doesn't want me to die?
歩きませんか？ほんの少しの間、付き合ってくれると嬉しいのですが。
That'd be nice. I'd like to meet Omnibus where I don't just straight hate her.
A あなたは人の心まで読み取れるのですか？確かに私の心は乱れていますね。もうあなたのせいですよ。
あ？
そして一緒に暮らしてきた皆さんのせいでもあるのでしょうね。
Oh, hey, look, the alleyway where we only find good endings.
昔人は楽園を追放されました。寵愛を与えるに値しない存在。
Alleyways are like bread and butter for Otome games like murder plots are.
いわゆる現在というものです。
Okay, it looks like we're gonna meet
私
Omnibus.
たち人間はずっと許しを乞い続けているのですよ。
It's really surprising that both in Saint Germain and Lupin's route, both one another kind of admit that they liked Cardia.
私たち罪深き者の魂を
I guess there's like little, there's like no room. I guess there's kind of no room for that in all of the other routes, but still.
それが人の歴史というものです。それこそ神のみぞ知る。私たちはいつかの救済のために正しい歴史を歩まなければいけません。そう、正しい歴史です。
That there is canonical real God.
そして間違いを犯す存在。
I don't know if that's the weirdest thing about the game. Yeah, that's very JRPG. JRPG is like... JRPG is like... Alright, you know, we're doing everything in the name of like... church and God and everything like that, and God would want us to have... God would want all of these priests to have these holy railguns. And then... God is just like regular God.
この世界には遥かな昔より歴史を陰で管理する組織が存在します。なお、イデア。あらゆる手段で人の歴史から間違いを
Pseudo Jesus?
正しき運命へと導くことを目的とする組織。私はそのイデアの使徒。イデアは今あなたという存在に
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that after your route. Maybe say that a little bit nicer.
イデアはあなたを排除すべき間違いだと。
Alright, cool. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Guess the party's all here. Remember when I was like, hey, everybody, like, I'm very happy to meet Omnibus without her wanting to kill me. No, she totally wants to kill me still.
どうやら大体はサンが話してしまったようね。
Hey, what's up?
なんだか出番を奪われた気分。
I can't believe I have to go through this again. Who are you?
私はイデアの総帥オムニブス。あなたを殺しに来たの。
Sorry, we gave more. Yeah, we gave him a better content. He's got more lines. Hey, maybe don't. What if no?
アイザックの娘。そしてコードリアライズ指導の鍵となるもの。
絶対的存在に管理された世界規模の永久戦争。父様が絶対的存在となって復活するためには、僕の精神の器と姉さん、あなたの心臓、ホロロギウムが必要なんだ。
アイザックの呪われた子供たち。あなたたちは二人ともこの世界にいては。
Okay, well, at least she hates Finis as much as she hates me.
人の歴史
That's good, right?
大いなる最悪を招く存在。それがあなたたち兄弟。歴史を見守る者として見逃すわけには。
Okay, but you guard history. You guard history as in the past. I'm happening right now. That doesn't count. You're contradicting yourself.
何の真似？
This is gonna be 2 routes in a row where I'm just gonna get really mad at Omnibus the whole time.
ようやく気持ちが定まりました。
彼女を守るつもり？女王が映ってしまったかしら。
それは否定しません。ですが、それ以上に私は信じたいのですよ。彼女自身が間違った存在なのだとしても、彼女の歩む未来は絶対に間違っていないと。
Oh shit! Without the helmet? This rules without the helmet. Why did they do this all the time? This is sick.
私たちを裏切るほどの価値が彼女にあるというの？
ええ、ありますよ。少なくとも私には。
Her design is a fucking awesome. I love this armor.
サン、それにギネビア。
Are we not gonna fight?
武器を収めてもらえるかしら。 あなたたち二人はイデアの貴重な戦力。アイザックの計画が進む今、同士討ちで戦力を消耗する気はないわ。
では彼女を諦めると？いい
え、そうではないわ。アプローチを変えるだけのこと。
I got excited to do the forward lean. I'm just changing positions in my chair. It's way too hot. What? Wait. What? I hate this person so much. I hate this person so much. She just walked over, she said kill yourself. No, you first. What do you mean clip it? Clip what? You guys all know she sucks. She sucks. Okay, I'll take the poison if you take it. Do it with me, coward. This bus is about to come to a halt immediately. I was like reveling in the idea that I was like, oh, maybe I won't hate Omnibus this route, right? Like that might be nice. No, I kind of double hate her. She just walks up like 3 seconds later. She's like, kill yourself. No. What?
わかりました。あなたが納得するのなら。
3、世界は未曾有の危機に直面している。
I hate this character. No, leave.
Cardia-san.
Ugh. The self-realization train continues. Hey Yoni, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're having a good night so far. Train them horse. Oh, you've been lurking? Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hope your dailies are going well. Yoni, I've been meaning to ask because I know very, very little about Uma Musume. How's Gold Ship in that game? Does she rule? As I stated earlier, in my stream, I am a fan of the characters that are the biggest messes, and Gold Ship is by far the biggest mess. not only dailies, I'm trying to train a good Fuji Kaseki that I can use inheritance for my Tucson Jordan tradings. Okay, I have no clue what you said, but that sounds like work, and you know, good luck. Sorry. I have zero context for Uma Musume. I watched like 3 or 4 episodes, and then I was like, afterwards I was kind of like, all right, this show's good, and then I didn't really have a reason to stop watching. It just happened. High tier, oh god. So actually Goldship is the perfect character for me, because my characters are always the characters that I always like in fighting games and stuff like that are always characters that excel at one thing and then suck at everything else. But that's what I like. It's not, but that's not the reason why I like her. I like her because she's a huge dumb mess. You know, Omnibus sucks, but at least she made the poison look like candy. I appreciate that. Also, Ghost Ship's winning animations that she sneakily drop kicks you in the face. Good. Good. Gold Ship's sick. You're the trainer. You deserve it. I'm assuming you're taking like the trainer's position. I forgot his name.
Kora, 何してんだよ、こんなとこで。ちゃんと部屋にいなきゃダメじゃねえか。
Yeah, last time you left the house, it went really well.
そりゃこっちのセリフだ。なんでこんなとこにいんだよ。なんだよ。なんかあったのか。
Gotcha. Okay.
何がじゃねえよ。泣きそうな顔してんじゃねえか。ま、言いたくなきゃいいけどよ。そんじゃま、俺もここで休憩すっかな。
I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Kentucky Derby, but I did remember that one of the commentators for horse races was talking about himself, like you know, regular real life horse races, was talking about how he thought it was really cool that Uma Musume happened and that it got people into horse racing because the anime just like brings a different audience to the sport. And he was like, oh, that's really cool that, like, you know, there's this whole different avenue for horse racing or to get into horse racing. And I thought that was really cool to hear, like, you know, a person who did not grow up with anime, let's say, like, be really understanding of that, being like, hey, this is a cool way to get into this sport. That's cool. No, I watched a little bit of horse racing when I was like really young and I couldn't remember a single thing, because my dad is from lived in Tennessee before he lived everywhere else, so horse racing is something he grew up next to. Also, take it easy, Yoni. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night.
お前を助ける理由？そりゃ俺が正義の味方だから。
This fucking guy.
それじゃ納得できねえか？
This fucking guy. I kind of appreciate this response from Cardia. What do you mean? My mom, sister, and I all have really fancy hats when we're like 15 minutes. We wear for like 15 minutes each year. We make mint juleps and silver mint julep cups that were from my great grandmother. Sing old Kentucky home. Damn, it's like a big deal. 15 minutes on Derby Day is important. Damn.
まず一つ目。これは確かにお前の戦いだ。だが同時に俺の戦いでもある。前にも言ったが、テロ計画は俺とは無関係じゃねえんだ。テロ計画の情報はな、俺の先生から得たもの。
Wait, is this the first time we've brought up his teacher?
ああ、俺に生きる術と正義のあり方を教えてくれた人だ。
This is the first time we've brought up his teacher, right? Or did it happen in the common route like a long time ago? I don't remember anymore.
So yeah, 話したことねえな。
Okay, it is the first time? Alright,
今
gotcha.
ここにいるのか。何のために必死になってるのか。
Oh, let's go. Backstory. Woo! Exposition wall. He tried to pickpocket the right dude, and he's like, wait a minute. You want to be a thief? I was one of those honorable thieves. Cool, they're not going to tell us his name. They're not even going to tell us about him that much. In a fan disc? Oh, okay. Well, I guess we'll find out later on. Oh, wow. That sucks. It's not the backstory I think would happen to him. Is that the Lupin backstory? Like, or at least similar to it. Like, I mean, in literature, I mean. I'm stupid and don't read well, so I haven't read any of the stuff that is in this, that's supposed to be drawing from this. Ever tell you guys a story about when I was a kid and I ever told you the story about how ever tell you guys a story about me reading as a kid? When I was like 2 or 3 years old, I was reading Winnie the Pooh. So I was like 2 or 3 years old, and my mom loves Winnie the Pooh, so she would read me Winnie the Pooh when I was younger. And when she started reading Winnie the Pooh to me, like, she read it to me so fucking often that I ended up like memorizing it, right? And it's a picture book, so it has, like, you know, pictures attached to the words and stuff like that. So people would come over to the house, like to our house, and I would be like reading this book that I really liked, Winnie the Pooh, right? But it would look like I was reading it. I was like, oh, I'm like 3 years, like, and so everybody come in, they'd be like, oh shit, like this fucking 3-year-old kid is like reading. He's like reading a book. That's amazing, right? Yeah, I definitely wasn't reading the book. I just fucking, I'd heard it so many times that I'd memorized it. So I would like be reciting the book like in my head to the picture and then like flipping basically. So everybody thought I was like this genius fucking child when it was just like I just had it pounded in my head. It's probably the worst thing that ever happened in my life, because everybody had high expectations for me when I was stupid. Oh, I didn't think we were gonna get a picture of his face at all. That's more than I expected, honestly. That's not Lupin's OG backstory? Okay. So it's his destiny to stop Code Realize.
ロンドンに来た。あとはお前の知ってる通りさ。
I guess.
もう昔のことだよ。そんな顔すんな。
Why is the whole thing in red?
これで分かったろ。俺には俺の戦う理由がある。そうかい。けどまだ終わってねえぞ。理由は2つあるって言ったろ。
What's the other reason?
もう一つ。
Can you guess? Look at his dumb face when he says that.
じゃあヒントだ。怪物と人の違いは
Considering how much
何だと
stink
思う
the state of Maurice LeBlanc made over Lupin III, the guy stole a lot from others' works to the point of the reason for Herlock Sholmes, because Doyle sued him. Yeah, I guess. At that point, just make a different backstory, right? Who cares? I mean, genuinely, like, I think that's like a really cool part of literature. Like, a lot of the times, like, this stuff gets kept into the same vein, but they change a lot of stuff about the ins and outs of it to make it more suited to the story they want to tell, right? So they can say something like, oh, hey, you know, like, Lupin's gentleman thief, but his backstory is like this, or his motivations like this. And when you do stuff like that, instead of creating an original character, you can use a character like that to sort of establish a fundamental basis for your story and not have to explain yourself too much.
人間ってのは最初から人間なんじゃない。誰かを心から愛したとき、初めて人間になる。つまり、誰かを愛せるかどうか。怪物と人の違いってのは、そこじゃねえかと俺は思うぜ。
That's certainly a theory, Lupin. Oh.
そいつは賑やかでいいな。でも俺の言ってる愛たった一人、世界で一番特別で大切なやつに送る。
I think Lupin and I both got cooked at the same time.
そいつの笑顔のためなら自分の全てを捧げたって惜しくない。そういう気持ちになるってことさ。
Absolutely. Say it. Oh my god, I love Cardia. She's like, is there someone like that you love? She's like, yeah, there is. She's like, well, that's it for me, I guess.
I
actually really like that. Like, if I were to write something similar to this, I would write these characters getting together with, like, you know, the protagonist being, like, you know, timid and shy and just not very confident in herself. And then the guy comes in and he just goes, yeah, there's somebody I love. And then she just goes, fuck! Alright, well, it's been cool. I appreciate it. She's like, wait, no, stupid, it's you. Haha, joke's on you, you envy yourself.
そいつはさ、弱虫で泣き虫で本当に危なっかしくてよ。
Lupin says, looking directly at her. Cardia's like, I wonder who that is.
自分のことにはやたらと臆病なのに、他人のことになると。
This is great. I actually do really like this kind of thing. It's so tropey, but it's so good. It's 100% comfort food. Absolutely. Oh, he became involved.
いつだったかな。そいつを好きになったのは。出会ってすぐだったような気もするし、 一緒に過ごすうちにだんだんと好きになったのかもしれねえし。特別なきっかけはなかったかもしれないけどよ。この気持ちは本物だぜ。
Nohat Lupin's surprisingly very strong.
人だの怪物だの、そんなことは関係ねえ。愛してるよ、本気でな。ま、とにかく
Wow, they really just made that CG for like a single solitary moment. That's wild. They don't even hang on that. They did that twice actually. They did that for the death of his teacher and this.
だから本気でこの問題に挑むし、
It's just quite surprising.
そのためには俺の全部をかける。これが俺の戦う理由ってわけ。ご理解いただけたかな、我が愛しの姫君よ。
Yeah. Oh, the kiss on the kiss on the hat. That one's really, really good. Does she? Wait, Cardia, does she? We spent the whole time. She spent the whole time being like, "Fuck, I wish that was me." Wasn't until he like 95% explicitly said it. She was like, "Oh wait, that's me."
何がだ？そうかい。俺はとっくに気づいてたぜ。お前が人間だってことにな。
お前たちでなくても
It's time to go in?
多少の犠牲は覚悟しろ。無傷で終わる戦いではない。ルパンも言っていたが、命が惜しいものは残った方がいい。
ここまで来たら今更だよ。それに僕はもう逃げたりしない。
イギリスの行く末を決める戦い、正直興味ないんだけど、カルディアちゃんを、彼女が助かるかもしれないんだ。黙ってるわけにはいかないっしょ。
MP. It's like, yeah, I really don't give a shit about Britain. But you know.
私も全てを見届けるため、最後まで付き合いますよ。
そんじゃ行くとしようか。ドラちゃん、留守の間はシシーを頼むぜ。
よも行こ
う。なぜだ？人間同士の戦いなどお前には関係ないはずだ。
ああ、人間の争いなど世には関係ない。勝手にいくらでも争うがいい。だがこの戦いが長引けば犠牲者も多く出るのだろう。
I mean, you know, Barry.
それを見過ごすことは。
Yeah, I was about to say the other attachment to MP being like this girl's more important than the government is that you know, the government has done his people no favors.
吸血鬼であろうと人間であろうと弱き者が犠牲になろうとしている今、その力を行使しないことは罪だ。
Very kingly of you, Deli.
なるほど。勇ましい考えを持つようになったものだ。
うるさい。世もいろいろと考えるところがあるのだ。気高き父上ならばきっとこのように行動する。世はそう思った。
Remember how I always want to make fan discs of that are essentially like just different characters being protagonists? Yeah, what if Deli was the protagonist? Like 5 years from now when he's older.
助力感謝する。 お前の言葉、その正しさ。
And stories about him rebuilding, you know,
私は一生忘れることはないだろう。
vampire worlds. A sequel where Deli, yeah, Deli's the main character.
ありがとう。
Again, give me money. I want things to happen. I feel like I deserve money more than most people.
ありがとう。
あいつ、ありがとうって言えるのね。
世は気高きノスフェラトゥの王だぞ。王は常に正しくあるべきなのだ。
Alright, just because he said something good doesn't mean you need to be a shit afterwards.
あなたの未来への道行き、私にエスコートさせていただけませんか？
There's one moment in the Fandis, I think, where Cardia thinks about what Deli would look like in the future. That sounds good. I prefer one Fandis where Van just gets to be a dad to Deli. That's good too. I've kind of always wanted that to a degree. I did my like, as much as like Koyama it was really cool to have in the route, I did think like the best part about Van Helsing's route was his interaction with Deli. There are 2 Fandis to get through? Yeah, we're gonna have to do that later. That's so much! That's so much! Do you know how much Otome that is? It's a lot!
祈ったところで意味はない。
Seem to be exactly what Sammy wants. Yeah, I know.
収まらないうちに潜り込むぞ。
I mean, I just want like schlocky fan services all times. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Mia, I'm probably gonna do Gil on this stream. It's either Gil or Yang. Because I've already done Nicola on my own. And I think Gil and Yang are so I'm most interested in Yang because Yang is a character, holy shit. And I'm interested in Gil because Gil's a big fan favorite, and Morikubo. So you know, nothing against Orlok really. It's just like he's the character that is the least interesting through the common route. Yang or Gil. See, I've heard that a lot. That it's either Yang or Gil. The third is always like Dante or Nicola. I'll be so obnoxious, so I'm sorry. No, Mia, wait, Mia. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I am the most obnoxious person about the things that I like. I am the most obnoxious person about the things that I like. Like, I sat here and me and Sign talked about Licorice recoil, and we talked about proper gun shooting form. And then I just screamed about fucking Birdie Wing for like 20 minutes. I mean, Birdie Wing fucking rules, but still, like, it's... I just sat here, we talked about it for like 20 minutes while everybody was like, hey, when are we gonna get to playing Otomes? And I'm like, soon. Let me talk to you about this lesbian mafia golf anime.
いや、バンの案が一番現実的だ。仮に俺たちが潜入したとして。
They say, you remain coherent?
意味がね。
That is.
つうことは戦うわけね。インピーさん、あらごと苦手なのにな。
Mia, I think that's mostly
行きましょうか。悩む時間が惜しいですから。
Mia, okay, you know what I'll say? I'll say the only reason I have the ability to sound remotely coherent is because I've been doing this for like a near decade, where I've been climbing onto a microphone to talk about something I really liked with way more intensity than anybody asked to. And you get to put the strange rants on YouTube. That's true. Every now and then the rants don't end up being the worst, and then I get to put them up on YouTube. Which is really nice. But it also means I spend my entire Saturday doing nothing but YouTube videos. Which I think I have to do again this weekend.
ひるむな。私たちの肩にイギリスの命運はかかっているのだぞ。撃て！撃て！
I appreciate it. I really do. Like when the reassurance that I'm not like wasting people's time makes me feel really good, which is probably why I continue to do it despite always going longer than I thought I was going to. So, I mean, I do appreciate the reassurance. But I'm still gonna apologize. Smoke bomb? Or this is the tear gas? Oh, smoke bomb. The deli? Yeah! That's broken. You ever think about that combo? I never thought it. Do you think about how like broken this like Fran deli combo is? Where like Fran can just create smoke screens for deli and deli's heightened senses can like still pick people apart in the smoke? That's broken. They're the best pair. Really? Just ends up being funny? They're the most powerful because Deli's a child and Victor is a nerd. Yeah, and if you add Helsing to it, like how do you defeat them? Oh shit, he's powering up. Yeah, be thankful. Barry, that comment makes me very excited. I'll be honest. The Vampire King. This piece, Jesus fuck, man. This piece will like always blow me away. Like you, I know we're doing like, I know we're doing like Christian Cathedral, but like, bro, come on. This shit's so unnecessarily like wildly detailed. It is, yeah, it is definitely a flex. I do not wish any artist the pain of drawing old religious architecture unless they really want to. If you don't want to do that, I do not wish that pain on anybody. But if you want to, go nuts. Have fun with this, because this looks like a nightmare.
予想はしていたが、フィーニスは見当たらないか。
And this is old religious architecture of any kind. Yeah, it's a lot of copy pasting and mirroring. Yeah, absolutely. The symmetrical nature of art, like of religious architecture, definitely helps. You're absolutely right. But at the same time, like, still, this is so much. Even if you cut this thing in half at every point you possibly could, oh my god, this is still so much. And this is not just Christianity, any religion. Any religion's architecture is old religious architecture is fucking crazy.
危ない。何のことだ。私に構う暇があるなら、地下への道とやらを早く見つけてみせろ。
But I will say, like, as much as, you know, I have a predisposition towards religion because of my background and history with it, the architecture and stuff is always just so cool. It's one of, like, I didn't walk around a lot of Italy in terms of like its sightseeing and stuff like that, but being able to walk into all of the cathedrals and stuff like that, because you're able to walk in for a second and just absorb and appreciate and then move on, basically. And after, like, and being able to visit like all of even the small ones that were like in Venice and Florence and stuff like that, that was so cool. Tall ceilings also equal better acoustics. Yeah, that's true.
わかる?
それでは進みましょうか。
I have my own army of boys.
こんなもん命がいくつあっても足りねえぜって。
Yeah, it does. It like I can definitely see it as someone who's not religious and still sort of felt the gravitas of the building. You can totally understand why people have remote, like, emotional religious feelings to certain types of architecture.
アンガトさんちゃん、頼りになる。
安心してください。あなたも彼女のついでに
I mean,
守ってあ
you
げますよ。
know, I knew that was true, but I didn't need to hear it.
俺のこと嫌いなの？
いちいち追われては面倒だな。ここらで一度無力化しておくか。フラン、伯爵、手を貸せ。
Why no harm route? Because we can never get good things. We can never get good
Okay.
things.
任せて。
頼られては仕方ありません。腕を振るうとしましょうか。
Okay, but so yeah, what if they were hexagon dates though?
ルパン、お前は先に仕掛けを動かしておけ。
あれ、ちょいちょい、バン君、俺はインピーさんの手はいらないの。
ああ、邪魔だ。
ひとえ。
頼りになるね、うちの連中は。そんじゃ期待させてもらうぜ、みんな。いいからこっちの方が確実だ。
He moves like magic.
あの連中なら心配いらねえ。勝手に自分で追いつくさ。それより見つけた。ここが地下への入り口だな。さてクライマックスだ。お嬢さん、お手をどうぞ。
このセントポール大聖堂にはもともと地下室があるんですよ。
How do you know that? How do you know
納
that?
骨堂として用
Hey,
意さ
Sir
れた
Jermaine,
もの
please tell me
で、
how you know that.
イギリスに貢献した特別な英雄だけが眠る場所なんだそうです。
いや、降りてきた距離を考えれば、俺らがいるのはさらに地下だろうな。
ロンドンのことは知り尽くしたと思っていましたが、大聖堂にこんな施設があるとは。
Oh, wow. Something Saint Germain doesn't know? Scary. Hey, this place looks exactly like the place at the end of the common route.
ああ、もうここまで来てたんだ。これはちょっと
Exactly
予
the
想
same.
外だ
Okay.
な。
I thought it was gonna say, like, it is it. Hey, Finis. You dickhead.
不死身か。目の前でその証拠が動いてるってのに、どうも納得がいかねえな。
That's, excuse me. Excuse this Manjuet. Come on, come on.
それはそうだろうさ。普通は一度死んだらおし
I've
ま
been
いだから。
craving Dongo actually too.
生き
I've
返
had
る
a
なん
good
て
reason
人
to
間じゃありえないよ。
go to the Japanese store because it's like 20-30 minutes away from where I live now. But I've been really craving like some daifuku and some Dongo.
その言葉を
Usually I only
思い
go
出
to
す
like
るが、
replenish certain
あな
things
たは
like
人
when I
間では
when
な
I
い
go
こと
get
になります
udon, get like udon and like oolong tea and like some of the curry ramens and stuff like that.
それが何かおかしい？怪物の姉を持つんだよ。その弟もま
Mitsudashi
た
Dango. Oh,
怪
that
物
sounds
で
so
もお
good.
かしくないでしょ。
There's a problem with watching Daemon, which was the sweets anime, is that they would talk about sweets. They'd talk about like classic Japanese sweets the entire time. I'm like, fuck, there's nowhere to get any of this stuff.
地上での内乱、すでに周辺諸国は嗅ぎ取ったみたいだ。
There might be a
この
place
ま
in
ま
LA,
鎮
but
圧が
that's
長
like
引
an
いて
hour
しまえ
drive
ば
from where I
こ
live.
れはもう確実に戦争だ。
Maybe next time I go to the office, I'll try to find one.
心配いらねえよ。うちには気の強い女王様がいるんでな。内
Last
乱なん
place
て
that
バ
made
カなこ
curry
と
bread next to
あっ
me.
と
Oh,
いう間
I'm
に
so
鎮圧するだろう
sorry.
よ。
I actually thought about making curry bread. Not too long.
内乱が終わる？
Oh, you know what I learned recently? I learned the
君には理解できてない。
I learned the Arabic equivalent of what, like, you know, the pan in mouth running to school thing is for Arabic people was. And apparently my grandma used to make it, which is that, like, with dough, with like some type of bread dough, you used to mix like usually like some sort of ground meat, like, so like little chunks of meat of some sort, like usually beef, and like you mixed it with like some onions and some eggs and stuff like that, and you mixed it all together into the dough, and then you cooked it very thinly, and then it's like this, like, it's just a meal at that point. And you used to just get that, like my mom said, she would just get this in the morning, like when she'd go to school. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I wanna learn how to make it. I don't really like making bread or anything like that. I think like baking is devil's work. But that sounds really good. Well, it is really good. I've had it, but it sounds really good to like make and have around. Because apparently you just make a shit ton. It's sort of like anything that you can like sort of bake and freeze. Like you just make a shit ton of them, and then in the morning you like you reheat one of them, and then you go. You just like put it on top of a pan, and then you just heat it up, and then you leave. And I love breakfast like that. I don't mind making like really complicated breakfast. I love making eggs every morning. But sometimes I just want to get started on work. I have no complaints about getting up, making coffee, and getting to work immediately. Especially because that's just like the super duper benefit from working from home, is that I get to get up and start working. I don't have to drive an hour to get to work. I can just do it. Thank God. Thank God. Van Helsing. God bless. Or this makes this the best route. It's just Finish shows up. He says a couple things. He's like, this guy is annoying as hell. And then you shoot him. Problem solved. I know it was too easy, but I needed Van Helsing to shoot him already. Hey, what's up? Why'd you shoot me? Shoot him again! Why is Saint Germain surprised? Oh, he's not that surprised.
不死というのは目の当たりにすると実に驚異的ですね。
Shoot him again! Yeah! Good job, Van Helsing. Do it again. Do it again. You can't have more lives than you have bullets. That's like impossible. Oh shit! Well, that's something I didn't expect. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. This is like my worst nightmare. Hey, thank you. One cat face for every one new Finis. Mirror images? Are you sure Finis is just not moving so fast that he's creating mirror images all the time?
そんなに驚くことじゃないでしょう。さっきも言った通り、僕の姉さんは怪物なんだ。なら、とはいえ、僕はホムンクルスではないけどね。
Oh, now you're separating me and you? All right, Helsing, shoot this dude again.
僕と姉さんとホロロギウムのあるなしで根本的な作りが違うからさ。父様の秘密、それを知りたいんでしょ、姉さん。真実を見せてあげるよ。そして共に父様の、いや、新しく生まれる神の一部になろう。
待て。
Oh god, this is 100% my worst nightmare.
退路も断たれましたか。こうなれば
tears him apart. Oh my god.
お二人ともどうぞ先へ。
Look at him, he's having so much fun.
抑えるとしましょう。
They're both like, I've been waiting to do this for literally 5 chapters.
え、なに彼女のご英訳、そんなら俺が。
インピよそ見しないで。前から来てる。
ルパンは戦闘向きではありませんし、彼女の身を運ぶことを優先に考えれば妥当な人選でしょう。何か反論は？
特にね。恩に切るぜ、みんな。
Wow, very reasonable. I think so, yeah. I mean, they are most certainly not the fighters of the group. Holy shit. Alright. This is some Spriggan shit.
Oi, oi. なんだよこりゃ。バカで。
少し違うね。この装置は父様そのものであり、僕そのものでもあるんだ。
Wait, what?
おい、もったいぶるんじゃねえよ。真実を教えるんじゃなかったんだ。
Hey, asshole, say what you mean. Thank you, I appreciate it.
そうだったね。そう焦らなくても約束は守るよ。
Is it a Finis printer?
さあ、見せてあげるよ。これが僕、フィニスの真実さ。
Well, all right, that solves that. Everybody go home. We just you know, good job. Raises for everybody. Cool. Yeah, end of route. Woo! Go home, and then you know, Lupin and Cardia go back to the mansion. We live happily ever after. Yeah, because you kept talking, asshole. Oh my god, it's a Finis printer. Yeah, and the Finis printer needs data from as an original, so this is it. God damn it.
ゆえに僕は不死身というわけさ。滑稽だよね、ヘルシングは。あんな必死になってたかが人形を壊し回っていたんだから。
Yeah, I mean, saying that it's a computer is not too far off, right? Like, it's essentially just storing a consciousness.
別に機械でも何でもいいじゃないか。姉さんだって。
I think the idea is that it's supposed to be a mirror to Cardia, where Cardia is like storing a consciousness into a homunculus, right? So, but there's only one of her, as opposed to Finis, which is that the consciousness is stored in a separate entity to the body. But there's many, so there can be many of that. No worries, Mia. Sorry for going a little bit over, but we'll be finishing up soon. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a good rest of your day.
僕という存在はいわば父様の精神を保存する記憶装置なんだよ。
Probably just stop at our next best position.
そう。この体には世紀の天才アイザック・ベックフォードの脳、その膨大な知識が詰め込まれている。
Oh, you too?
そしてこの器こそがコードリアライズ、新たな神の創生の鍵さ。
What if I like just pushed it over though?
普通ならそう考える。でも父様ならできるんだよ。
Like, you know what I mean, Barry? Like, doesn't it look like we could just solve this problem by just pushing this thing over?
言ったでしょ。僕らは父様の部品だって。それを動かす。
Cool, nice.
これらを父様の頭脳、精神が得たらどうなると思う？
Yeah, what if I attached a big magnet to the side of it? Would it just fry the CPU?
朽ちることのない体、無限の思考。それは真理すらねじ曲げるだろう。そんな存在を神でなくて何という？父様は文字通り機械仕掛けの神になろうとしているのさ。
Huh. Hey, what's up? Oh, that is like one of the scariest faces he's made.
さあ、ついてきてもらうよ、姉さん。僕が父様に愛されるために、父様と一つになるために。
お前の事情はよくわかったが、こいつはもう
Yeah, finally Deus Ex Machina is an actual machine.
はい、そうです。
That's pretty funny. That's a good.
合わせるわけにはいかねえんだよ。
That's good. That's a good observation there, Helda.
さてさて、取り出したるはうちのポンコツ技師特製の超高性能爆薬。俺の質問に答えな。でなきゃこいつで。
へえ、爆弾ね。ずいぶん原始的な手に出るじゃないか。それに君は相手を傷つける武器は使わないって聞いていたけど。
暴力はどこまで行っても好かねえが、愛する女を守るために必要だってなら、俺だってためらわねえよ。
Finis is here like, here we fight with our minds, and Lupin's like, well, I got a bomb, so I'm just gonna use that.
教えろ。こいつから毒を取り除く方法をな。何がおかしい？
心配しなくても、姉さんの毒は
When she turns into the monster.
ホロロギウムが本来の役割を果たすとき、つまり父様と一つになるときに、その毒素は消え失せる。新しい体が溶けたりしたら、まあもっとも、それは同時に姉さんの存在も消すことになるんだけどさ。
てめえ。
Holy shit.
よっと、危ねえ。
Oh, it's gone?
おいおいおい、どうなってんだ？あそこだけ世界が逆さになったみてえに。てか、ここ地下だぞ。空が見えてるってことは、まさか上にあるもん全部吸い上げられたのか？
What? So
素晴らしい。素晴らしすぎるぞ。
Oh, come! I was like, really? There he is. There he is. We had everybody else's character come back into the route. We needed his.
ああ、飛行船レースでやり合った あの変態科学者か。
Shinomiya coming in for one more run through. So good. Oh, weird. I know.
使ってみなよ。ただその場合は姉さんまで一緒に吹き飛んでしまうだろうけどね。
That's true.
It's show time!
That's so good. That's so good. Hold on. Ugh. Hold on. Oh, wait. I need that for later. I have an idea. Ugh.
すべて始まるんだよ。すべてが報われる瞬間が来る。
カルディア、今助ける。
Oh shit. Oh, Cardia looks crazy cute in this one. Oh, switch places. Making a sound alert? Maybe. Oh, bye.
姉さんは僕のものだ。誰にも渡さないよ。僕たちは一つになるんだから。僕たち。
俺を信じろ、カルディア。必ずまたお前を盗み出してみせる。だから信じて待ってろ。
That's perfect. Yep. Finally. Man, I was legit looking for a spot for like 20 minutes. But the story just started going.